And this is where the internet explodes. So I just saw Day of the Doctor, and I wanted to say all this before I forgot, and hopefully YouTube doesn't eat it, because the last episode, or the last blog that I uploaded, it got all screwed up. So I really hope that this works and doesn't get screwed up. Okay, so let's start off from the beginning. And I do want to warn that if you haven't watched it, these are going to be spoilers. So, from the beginning, okay, get a little backstory, not backstory, but you have Clara teaching, okay, so this is like present day more or less, and, then she gets a note or a call from the doctor, and she goes in the middle of nowhere because she got an address. I believe the proper phrasing would have been location, not so much address, the fact that he wasn't at a house, but in the middle of nowhere on the road. Fine, okay. Moving forward, she gets in the TARDIS, and the doctor says there's a draft. Clara snaps her fingers and the door shuts. What? Even River doesn't have that kind of power. That's a little odd. So I was kind of like, I'm killing myself over that. The little things. I really want to love this. So I'm like, oh, so many things that are like so particular that now I'm like angry about. Okay, so they end up going to the Tower of London. Okay, cool. Kind of throwing everything together, making some things go full circle with characters. Fine. Then you have the daughter of the lady person whose name I can't remember. She's wearing the scarf. And of course, it mentions, hey, nice scarf. Of course. So moving forward again, the fez. It's all about the fez. It's always about the fez. Funny how Clara mentions about you can't walk a fez without touching it, and he's like, no, and he puts it on his head. He's never done that in any of the episodes that she was in that I can recall off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm a dot connector in the sense of thinking further through everything. Moffat's probably trolling us all with this. Whatever. Anyway, moving forward. I do have to comment that I was slap happy. Like, I was screaming at the TV and laughing so hard, I woke my dog up. Like, he was sleeping next to me and I started screaming and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'm sorry. And then he went back to sleep. But I love the interaction between David Tennant as 10 and Matt Smith as 11, the two of them together, as much as it was pointed out to me before I watched this, the timelines shouldn't be crossed with the doctors, that they have a perfect chemistry together. Perfect. It's like, oh, there's this. Oh, mine's bigger. Oh, well, I'm confiscating for something. Like, they're hilarious. Then if you add the 9th Doctor, I guess, the whole interaction of the three of them is actually really sweet, and I do actually enjoy that. Knowing that it kind of leads up to everything made me feel a little bit better about the end of series 7, showing that it's like, oh, the doctor is John Hurt, and everyone's like, what? Like, the internet exploded over that. So kind of making it, like, following progression with that makes me feel a little bit better, that it's not like, anger things. Continually moving forward with this, I do kind of not so much get why they chose Rose as the QB thing. I mean, I can see that, she's making comments and he's like, oh, I could kiss you, and then she's like, oh, it does happen. So I mean, I guess I could see that, but why not a different interface? Why not River? Why not? I don't even know. Actually, River probably wouldn't work. No, it could work because they don't remember. They said that at the end of the episode. I probably won't even remember this. Tell me. I probably won't even remember this. Explain yourself. So if River showed up, if 10 saw River in the library episode, he wouldn't remember her anyway. So it could have been River. Why Rose? Why? I do kind of love their interaction too, going kind of backwards in a sense. When they're in the barn and, she's talking to him and is like, I actually do love her in a sense of this. I can't say I didn't love her as a companion because she was with 9 and I love 9 and I only kind of watched 10 and there was a love thing going on with 10 and whatever. But her being this person that couldn't really be that person in a sense, that probably doesn't make any sense. But I love hers and the Ninth Doctor's interaction. Okay, so continuing on, in the very, 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 very end, when they're all trying to save Gallifrey, they show all the doctors in the little, like, things on the holograms or whatever. They show 9, and I was like, I got really excited. So as much as Christopher Eccleston didn't want to be a part of this, I hope he still got some compensation for this, because he showed up, or he had his face on there more than once, and his name was in the credits. So he's got to get some credit. Moving on, I guess. I kind of am confused in the fact that when Gallifrey is being saved, that the head person or whatever is going through the numbers, and he's like, oh, there's 12 of them. No, 13. There's only 12 doctors. There's like 12.5 doctors. Wouldn't the regeneration of 11 technically be 13 if this, like, 9th Doctor actually regenerated into 9? Although I did put 2 and 2 together, in that this older 9, whatever you want to call him, he had the leather jacket on that 9 has. So it's funny how that kind of, I'm putting 2 and 2 together with that. Whether or not that is true, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. In that I was so hoping when he's like, oh, well, I guess it is time. Oh, okay, whatever. I was so hoping they would kind of just flash a little bit of Christopher Eccleston's face on that and then cut it, like, then move forward with the other scenes. But no, they kind of left you guessing with that. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see, what else? I'm not as upset about this as I would be. As a whole, after watching it, I did actually enjoy it. I found it humorous in the fact, of the chemistry between all the characters, and that was kind of cool. I am not so happy about the Clara snapping her fingers and opening the TARDIS door. Closing the TARDIS door. I really don't know how I feel about that, and I don't know if that has anything to do with her jumping in the Doctor's timeline at the end of Series 7. But I think that's a little odd, and that shouldn't have happened. And like I said, Moffat's probably trolling us with that, so whatever. But aside from that, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It'll probably be on demand sometime soon, maybe. I'm putting that on my Christmas list for sure, because it probably won't be on Series 7 or Series 8 when it comes out, because it is a special. And the teaser trailer they showed for the Christmas episode. That's how I felt about that. That's how I felt. Because it was a teaser. I mean, they don't want to give a whole lot away in teasers. But the fact that Trenzalore has all these different monsters on it, or that they're kind of, bringing everybody back, in a sense, is very much a tease. I'm very interested in seeing where that's going. But like this episode, I was not purposely avoiding the internet. I just was like, well, I'm not really, whatever. It's the anniversary episode, whatever. Well, it'll be a Christmas episode. So I'm hoping I feel the same, and don't look into spoilers. Maybe come across one trailer as they had on the television, so I couldn't avoid that. But I really don't want to see Matt Smith go. I don't want to see him go. It is time, they have to move on. They've already picked somebody out. The regeneration better be good. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure I've said this before. At least I've said this on my Tumblr account and maybe other places. I don't think I've said it in a review yet or a vlog yet. But 12th Doctor better be impressive after an episode or two. I might torture myself watching it every Saturday, even if I don't enjoy him. I'd rather not want to do that. I'd almost rather want to rewatch all of 11 while 12 is playing and say, screw you. I don't know. Being, in the fandom, I'm probably going to torture myself if I don't like him just to keep up with everything. But if I really don't like it, I really feel like I shouldn't watch it. Whatever. Anyway, just wanted to throw my thoughts out there. You should watch The Day of the Doctor if you haven't already, if you have an hour and a half to spare. And like I said, which at this point it's a little too late, but this whole video contains spoilers. So hopefully you watched it in order to understand everything I'm talking about. And hopefully I wasn't rambling too much. So until my next vlog, out.